Brothers, it is truly an honor for me to soon hand this microphone to Murray Eskenazi. But first, I just want to tell you a little bit about him. Murray is a man of many diverse talents. He holds at least 3 U.S. patents, is a published author, and the inventor of the game Super Scrapper. He currently enjoys his retirement in Delray Beach, Florida. Before that, was a longtime resident of East Rockaway, New York, where he served his community in various appointed, volunteer, and elected positions. He is someone who truly embodies Psi Upsilon and has been a dedicated brother since his initiation at Columbia University over 60 years ago. You all heard Murray sing this weekend. Did you know he has authored multiple Psi U songs? He helped create our heraldry, designed 11-chapter coat of arms, and many other convention items and forms of recognition. He has served on the Lambda Alumni Association, our foundation board, our executive council, and serves today as an honorary life member of said council. And most importantly, he is an alumnus who truly cares about each and every one of you in this room tonight. He always makes time for the new colonies joining Psi U. He enjoys delegates attending the Psi U convention for the first time, and still finds time to reminisce with those of you who are his longtime Psi U companions. It is inspiring to have brothers like Murray join us every year and do so much for this organization. So without further wait, I'm going to pass off the microphone to one of the greatest brothers we have, Murray Eskenazi.
It is always a great honor to address Psi Us wherever and whenever we have the opportunity. I'm always humbled by this group that I am a part of. I received an unsolicited cell phone call last week. I was informed that the warranties on my car and my body had expired. This is especially true of my vocal cords after that bus ride last night.
Yes.
The speaking volume I once enjoyed is kaput. So if you cannot hear me, raise your hand and I will try to speak louder. I wish to congratulate the re-elected officers of the fraternity and the foundation and give a special thank you to those Psi Us who have led us through these very trying times, especially Jeremy McEwen and Alex Setchek. To paraphrase an old buddy of mine, Winston Churchill, so many owe so much to so few. Also, praises are due to the active chapters and individual brothers who have received honors at this convention. The quality of our undergraduate brothers is always an inspiration to those of us who have come on before. I would like to compliment the brothers and both active and alumni of the Row chapter and the staff of the fraternity for organizing a wonderful and successful convention. If you do it right, it looks seamless, and that does not, but that obscures the truth that a gigantic effort of thought and planning was required behind the scenes so that the convention actually ran smoothly and looked effortless. I would like to express our appreciation to Tom Fox, Omicron 2000, and the staff of the International Office, and to the brothers of the Row chapter. You have richly earned our appreciation and a hearty well done. At moment we're born, we each receive two irreplaceable gifts that are uniquely ours alone: our health and our time. Our health, good or not so good, is what we will carry all of our lives. For the majority of us, our health determines our time on the earth. For most people, after 30, health gradually begins to deteriorate. But at 19, 20, and 21, we think we are immortal and will always enjoy the same vibrant health all our lives. We older brothers are living proof that this isn't so. The years will take their toll. Infirmity will inevitably creep up on us. When people greet me by saying, "How are you?" I often reply, "Are you just saying hello? Or have you got a half hour to kill while I tell you what everything is?" We can share some of our health with others. We can donate our blood, our bone marrow, a kidney, a piece of our liver, and still live in relatively good health. We can change our health by changing our habits, quitting smoking, start exercising, improve our diet. We can depend on modern medicine to help us live better lives, perhaps even save our lives. Eventually, there will come a time for all of us when our health has deteriorated to a point of no return and we cannot change any of it. We are at the point where we say, it is what it is, and we are resigned to the inevitability of it. Our second gift, when we are born, is our time. When we run out of time, life is over. We cannot add 1 second to our allotted time. No matter how rich or powerful or humble or holy we are, we shall all ultimately pass from this earth. Nobody lives forever. That is reality and finality. As my contemporaries and I have grown older, I'm continually faced with the realization that our remaining time on earth, and this is for everyone, is finite. The exact amount of time we all have is not known, but it is finite. How we spend our available time can give meaning to our lives. We can spend it as we will. We can squander it or use it well. But once we have let time pass, there is no do-over. It is gone forever. Lives can be made shorter but not longer. Wars, suicide, accidents, crime, all shorten lives. The inventiveness of mankind has no limit when it comes to ways to shorten other people's lives. One of the characters in a book I am writing says, "I don't mind spilling blood as long as it's someone else's. My blood is another story." This potential to shorten lives brings an unsettling certainty into our daily lives. As a result, we have formed a societal compulsion about personal and group safety. Every newscaster and weatherman on TV tells us that our safety is their primary concern. So my safety advice is, don't run with scissors and always wear your seatbelt, even if you're only sitting on a bar stool. How we choose to spend our time can bring genuine satisfaction and meaning to our lives. It's a choice we make. So why are we here? Why this place at this time? It's not enough to say that Psi U called and we answered the call. What drew us from our homes and schools, our jobs and other pursuits to this Psi Upsilon convention? Some of us have gone to a great deal of trouble and expense to arrive at this spot. Many brothers have traveled long distances to be here this evening. They know the inner meaning of Psi U. They can feel the tug of Psi U on their hearts. We in this room at this Psi U convention have decided to spend our time in the enjoyable company of friends. It is friendship that brought us here. As dear old shrine tells us, we've gathered here to sing again the good old songs, the mystic bond still bless. We choose our friends and they in turn choose us. Then we choose to spend our precious time together. Friends impart meaning to our daily lives, satisfaction in camaraderie, honor in our collective accomplishments, respect in ourselves, and support in times of trouble. We need our friends and they need us. 400 years ago, John Donne said, "No man is an island." It is as true today as when he first uttered those words. We can go our separate ways, but we are irretrievably bound to each other in friendship, in honor, in Psi U brotherhood. At this Psi U convention, we are told that we are assembled here to conduct the business of the fraternity. While that's true, the real reason we are here is to celebrate our old friendships and forge new friendships. For our younger brothers, their friendships are back on their campuses, far distant from this gathering. But for our older brothers, from many different chapters, we meet in annual convention because we value the friendships we have formed through our years of serving Psi U. The many Row brothers in this room this evening attest to the strength of the Psi Upsilon bonds upon each of our hearts. Back in 1841, Psi Upsilon was the first fraternity to ever hold a convention. Psi U was only 8 years old, but the brothers of that time felt the need to renew and strengthen their friendships. Psi U's came from all over North America to attend that first convention with the Delta in New York City. Psi U consisted of only 4 chapters: Theta, Delta, Beta, and Sigma. Gamma would not be initiated until a month after the convention. In those days, rail travel was in its infancy. Automobiles did not exist. Travel was mainly by horseback and stagecoach and sail. It wasn't easy, but come they did. What grew in those early brothers was their love for Psi U and their mutual friendships. Psi U was a mighty friendship in 1841. It is a mighty friendship still. Here in Psi U today, as we have since 1833, we celebrate our friendships. The symbol of our diamond badge is the clasped hands of friendship. The Psi and the Upsilon are our fraternal name, but it is the clasped hands that are central to everything we do and feel. Psi and Upsilon and the clasped hands are on the coat of arms of the fraternity. on the coat of arms of every chapter, on the seal of the Executive Council, on every award and every document. Underlying it all, on the fraternity coat of arms, is our public Greek motto, which translates, "Unto us has befallen a mighty friendship." In our private internal motto, when we end our meetings and we say those special words that no one but another Sayu may hear, we are making an unspoken pledge of friendship to each other. Lest you have any doubt, Sayu is about friendship. Have you ever wondered why Sayus are so successful in business and academia and law and medicine and other professions? Yes, we attend elite schools. We are selected from a sea of qualified candidates. Generally speaking, we all have exceptional intellectual skills. However, intellectual skills by themselves are no guarantee of success in life. So why does success particularly follow Sayus? I submit it is because of Sayu itself. In Sayu, we learn the rudiments of operating a successful business when we manage our chapter's affairs. We elect our leaders from among our brothers. We budget our activities and supervise our income and expenditures. We nurture a work ethic. We encourage initiative. We work together for the good of all of us. We volunteer, and we do more than is required of us. And we learn to live together. In most chapters, we help to manage real estate. We do all of this at an age when no rational person would allow young people that much responsibility. And we do it with a spirit of joy, knowing that an organization larger than any of us as individuals will receive the benefit of our efforts. This fraternal experience is unique in Greek college life. Those rudimentary efforts stand us all in good stead when we venture beyond the college campus. In our few undergraduate years, Sayu has laid within us the basic organizational blueprint for future success. It is not learned in a classroom. It is learned by living the experience itself. We are the captains of our own ship. We rise or fall on our own efforts based on a work ethic nurtured in college and refined in Sayu. And our friends in Sayu are there every step of the way, supporting us, encouraging us, picking us up if we sometimes fail, urging us onwards, giving us confidence in ourselves and what we can accomplish as a group and as individuals. And when the dust settles, we again repair to our friendships within Sayu that have sustained us and helped us grow, finding comfort and sustenance in the warmth of our brothers. Friendship is the bond that unites us. Learning to be a friend, learning to appreciate and value the friendships that are offered to us. Sayu itself is one of the many reasons why Sayus are successful in life. Whenever two or more Sayus are gathered in one place, we instinctively know that we are among friends. Even if we have never met that brother before, we instantly feel accepted. We feel in our bones that we can trust our brothers. We feel a mutual understanding that we and our brothers will do nothing that is harmful one towards the other, that we are allies and will put forth our efforts for the common good. No Sayu is ever a stranger to another Sayu. Friendship is at the heart of this understanding. I would like to show you a photograph. In this photo are two black dogs, one brown dog, one yellow dog, and one white dog. Some dogs are old with gray muscles, some are young. There are males and females. They do not care what their color is. They do not care that they are different ages. They do not even care that they are all Labradors. They give love, they deserve love, they accept each other without question. Their only concern is that they are all dogs. They behave in a canine to canine manner, and the basic element of belonging is to be a dog. Similarly, I'll try that again. Similarly, Sayu friendships are about people on a basic human-to-human level. The basic element of being a brother in Psi Upsilon is to be a human being first. What a better world we would have if all of mankind could share what we have learned and lived here in Sayu. Indulge me a little. I want to tell a personal story. I'm from Columbia University. I had a 5-year engineering program. In my 4th year, I was Archon of the chapter. And the pledge master, a very fearsome character in those days, assigned me to be an older brother to a freshman pledge. That pledge was from Hawaii. His name was Ten Sun Irving Chang. He was 5th generation Chinese, American, Hawaiian. I was 1st generation son of a Greek immigrant. His father and grandfather were Columbia graduates. His mother was a college graduate. My brother and I, my biological brother and I, were the first people in our family to even go to college. I was a senior, he was a freshman. I was from New York, he was from Hawaii. We had as many possible differences between us as you could have with two human beings. And yet, in the 2 years that we were still at Columbia together, we became lifelong friends. I would go to his house, he would come to mine. When he graduated the University of Michigan Law School and began practicing law in Hawaii, his wife, a lovely lady, Jocelyn Chang, gave him a puppy as a gift. He named that puppy Murray. Right. When he told me about it, I was flattered beyond words because he named his new best friend after me. And when he told me about it the first time on the telephone, I laughed so hard that tears ran down my face. There was one curiosity, though. Whenever I would visit Irv in Hawaii, he never let me sit on the living room couch. He said Murray wasn't allowed on the couch. When we would meet, despite the miles and the years, we would pick up seamlessly from where we left off. And we always greeted each other with a hug and a SIU handshake. Such bonds of friendship are the uniting power of Psi Upsilon. Many of you have heard me hold forth in the past about the SIU experience. The SIU experience is different on every campus, but the common elements of organizational structure, dependence upon friendship as the basic reason for our existence, shared work, shared heritage, shared rituals, shared songs, brings us together as a mighty force of friends. Friendships that transcend economic differences and personal differences and generational differences. Friendships that transcend political differences, racial differences, religious differences, gender differences, intellectual differences. All these differences lose their importance in the face of the strength of brotherhood in SIU. Irv Chang, for all of our differences, and I, are a perfect example of SIU working its magic. To you younger brothers, I say, cultivate your brothers from other chapters that you've met here for the first time. Make an effort to keep in touch with each other. Make a call, send a text, send an email, just reach out. You'll find that you are all more alike than different. Some of these brothers from other chapters will turn out to be your lifelong friends, as I am friends with so many brothers in this room. Especially I value my friendships with Jim Swanky, Martin Brayboy, Jay Lapon, Chuck Werner, and especially with Eldred Halsey, Delta 1958, who I first met at a SIU convention many, many years ago. I attended my first convention as a delegate at the Phi in 1956. I've been blessed to be a SIU for 67 years, and this is the 47th convention that I have been fortunate to attend. As many brothers do, I come here to get my SIU juices flowing again. My SIU juices flow because I am renewing my friendships with SIUs that I have known for many, many years. They are SIU brothers from chapters all across North America. When we meet, we pick up where we left off. The friendships have not suffered from our separation. If anything, they're stronger from the renewal. We say hello with a SIU grip, with a genuine SIU smile, a happy SIU heart, and SIU affection. We are truly glad to see each other, and I must say that greeting an old friend is one of the most rewarding emotions anyone can experience. When I left Columbia, not for 1 second did I miss the lecture halls, the laboratories, the campus facilities, or even the faculty. But as I stood outside the SIU house on graduation day, I felt tears come to my eyes. I knew I would miss my brothers and the special feelings associated with that building, and my friends most of all. The many times I have returned to Columbia, it was always to SIU that I went first. Sayu was home. Even if I did not know any of the brothers in the house, they were not strangers. I always felt welcomed. Columbia gave my Sayu home an address and a reason for being, but the tug on my heart was much stronger than the tug on my mind for Columbia. I knew that Sayu urges us to nurture the relationship between ourselves and our alma mater. Many Sayus from the Lambda have answered that call. Over the years, 24 Sayus have been Columbia trustees, placing their time and their wealth at Columbia's feet. 24 trustees is many, many, many more than any other comparable group in Columbia history. Multiple Lambda Sayus have been deans and faculty, even president of Columbia. Nicholas Murray Butler, Lambda 1882, a Nobel Peace Prize winner, served as Columbia's president for 43 years. Columbia is very large and very impersonal. In contrast, Sayu is small and very personal. In my mind, in my inner heart, it is Sayu that is my alma mater, the mother of the soul. And it is to Sayu that I return when I go back to Columbia. Since I have the floor, I want to discuss a subject that's been a special preoccupation of mine. This is 2021. In 12 years, we will be celebrating the bicentennial of Psi Upsilon. Very few human endeavors ever last 200 years in their original form. In fact, very few national governments ever last that long. Most fall by the wayside. A Google search revealed that only a handful actually make it in their original form to be at least 200 years old. Alphabetically, there is Finland, Iceland, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, San Marino, the United Kingdom of Great Britain, the United States, and Vatican City. 9 in all have survived 200 years unchanged. Not even Switzerland makes the list. All the other governments of Europe, Asia, Africa, the Americas, and Oceania of the entire world have been reorganized or reconstituted within the past 200 years, and the vast majority within the past 70 years since the end of World War II. Sayu is destined to be one of the few human organizations that will achieve 200 years and beyond in its original form. Think about that. Our Psi Upsilon endeavor is based upon friendship and mutual respect. We have come this far without major schisms or scandals or divisiveness. Whenever such issues arose, we worked our way through our problems as true friends. Since our earliest days, at the end of every meeting, we have intoned, "Let no contention arise within our midst." My fervent hope is that it will ever be so for Sayu. Our bicentennial will afford an opportunity for a celebration of our longevity and our friendship and that special bond that makes Sayu unique. We need to start planning the process now so that we will have the people and plans in place in 2033 when that year rolls around. 2031 or 2032 will be too late. The outside world will throw many surprises of a national and international nature at us before we reach 2033. Changes will surely happen. What will endure and remain unchanged is the bonds of friendship within Psi Upsilon. Let us depend on those bonds being as strong in 2033 as they are today. And let us begin the organizational thinking required to make the Psi Upsilon bicentennial a major and memorable event in our history. I've harangued you long enough. If there is one message I want you to take away from my words, is that Psi Upsilon is first and foremost about friendship. Friendships that we nurture across the years and miles, across oceans and continents, friendships from the heart, lasting friendships that endure until we take that last faint, faltering breath and breathe the sweetest of all words, Psi Upsilon. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Eskenazi. That